Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to February 1st World Session. So sorry there wasn't a session last week, but we are on just on regular scheduling. So we're going to work through the large intestines today. I'm feeling some contraction through there, and it's bringing in back pain and there's an avoidance. It just feels like this. Well, constipation, when you're experiencing constipation, whether that be um, not being able to go to the bathroom or to do what you need to do, whether that be constipated and really hard, or on the reverse, diarrhea, which is not wanting to face life. So the bottom literally falling out. So, but both are an avoidance, right? So if you're constipated and you're holding on and you're gripping on, and there's so much control through constipation, it's like holding on with both your clenched fists. That's an avoidance of what is. Also the same as diarrhea. Well, you could be putting your head in the sand, that ostrich kind of mentality, like I don't want to look at things, I just don't want to deal with it. That's also an avoidance mentality. There's an avoidance there, an avoidance to what's actually happening in your life. So there's a few things coming to the forefront that need your attention, right? So it could be your health needs your attention, your finances need your attention, your family needs your attention, your relationships need attention. It could also be work. So whether it be your workplace, there's already a shift happening there, or whether you're self-employed, that would need your attention. So if there's a dysfunction or something's not working in there, and you're not sitting with what is, and then taking the practical steps to help yourself, or to find a solution, or to deal with the problems at hand. So one of the things that's just very common, that the bills pile up, right? And um, it could be common for people to avoid their bills, right? They don't want to look at the bills coming in and then take practical action to reduce their bills or to pay down their bills in whatever way that is. And the same thing with health. So you can be experiencing some health problems or some health issues or something that's niggling at you that needs your attention. And then you brush it off and avoid it and say, oh, that's okay. And you put off, let's say, getting those blood tests or visiting your doctor or going to the massage therapist or what have you. So this is a dysfunction within the large intestines. And we need to get these large intestines letting go of this dysfunction so that the small intestines can do its work really well to discern, to take that step forward, to help yourself in the way that's needed for you in this moment, right? So there we go. So I'm working right through this whole large intestine. So, and that's within the digestive system. So the digestive system starts 1 inch out of your mouth and it goes right down the midline and ends at the anus, at the rectum. This is your digestive system. In, out, right? So we need to balance we're going to tap cortices to the digestive system and then highlighting a repair to the large intestines. And the large intestines works naturally. It's the natural emotion is grief, which is letting go. But it's stuck here, it's congested. So we need to do a hydration to the full large intestines. We need to do a hydration even down to the cellular level within we're going down into the ribosomes. They're feeling a little weak. So we're going to do a hydration to those ribosomes. And then we want that intercellular fluid to be clean. Those cells need to be clean. They need to be communicating and they need to be flexible, right? So it feels like the outside lining of the cells have become really hard and rigid. So this is contraction. So, and we can do it as constipation or diarrhea. Both are of the same spectrum of avoidance of what is, avoidance of life. So we're going to clean out that intracellular fluid. We're going to run a hydration through there, dumping the dirty cell fluid, and then running a Seedry to the encasement of the cells so that it can let go and then take in what's needed, take in that healthy cellular fluid. All right. Woof, there's a release right through there. Okay, we need to actually run a pH balance through the large intestines and even down through that lower small intestines. It feels acid, feels very acidy. So there's a little bit of intestinal leakage here that I'm seeing. So it could be leaky gut syndrome, where you're not taking in the proper nutrients through your small intestines. So we need to do a repair to that intestinal lining so that it's actually holding those nutrients, holding that nurturance within, and then releasing what is not needed. So doing a repair to the small intestines, to that intestinal lining, to the micro and millivilli within the small intestines. And then we're going back and into that large intestines to do a hydration through there and a pH balance. So I'm going to link this to your prefrontal cortex and whatever your body needs to do, whatever your natural healthy pH is, it'll take care, your body mind will take care of it of its own. We need a nice alkaline state within the body. So too much sugar, processed foods, pesticides, we've got microplastics in here, pesticides, herbicides, and even antibiotics that they feed the food, the animals. It's throwing the digestive system right off. It's coming in as an environmental impact. So we're going to need to neutralize that environmental impact through the foods that's digested and those toxins that come in. The large intestine should be clearing this out, right? But it's holding on because it's an avoidance of what is. So we need to bring in consciousness, consciousness of letting go. No, that's not it. Consciousness of flexibility through that large intestines so that you could be flexible in finding new solutions, looking outside of the box, taking off that blinders, opening up your mind to your cognitive dissonance, hearing other perspectives so that maybe solutions can come in for what is happening for you in your life in whatever aspect, whether it be financial, health, money, family, friends, work, whatever it is. Okay, so now we're going to run a hydration to the fecal matter within being in that large intestines because it's very hard. It's very, very hard. So we're going to run a hydration on repeat for the next 24 hours to get those things moving, to get the poop moving out of the body. And then we want to make sure that that the colon and the rectum are doing a really good job at rehydrating. So when the fecal matter moves, when the poop moves through your large intestines, that it's reabsorbing the hydration through there, that you're not losing all of your hydration. There we go. There's a nice release. I'm seeing if there's anything else. Got a little bit. I think this will help to bring. I was talking to a participant. She comes every week to these sessions, and it was brought up by the group that there's a spaciness or lightheadedness or not feeling in the body. I'm going in to see for ears or doing a brain balancing, and it's really bringing back to the gut. So we need to really highlight gut health. So eat good foods for you. But the discernment of the small intestines will lead the way. Now, if you've got, let's say, cravings for sweets, then it's not usually your healthy body craving the sweets. It's, let's say, the microparasites within the body, or candida or fungus that has the sweet tooth, right? It has the sweet tooth because it needs the sugar to survive. So can bring in here, you can bring in here a body chemistry to the microflora within your gut towards fungus like candida, and also microparasites that have that they need food to survive, and they feed off of. So one hand is sugars is coming up. Yeast is also coming up. So we'll do a balancing, an intestinal, that microflora balancing to sugar and yeast. And then also, on the other hand, they feed off thinking in the way of following your thoughts. So there's Gad Saad. He's a Montreal university teacher at Concordia, and he wrote the book, The Parasitic Mind. So this parasitic thinking. And for this session, we're dealing with control, not and avoidance, not looking at what is, right? So if you've got control issues, you don't want to look at what's happening. You don't want to be in the moment. You want to control what is happening. It's an avoidance of what is. So those parasites, those microparasites, are eating off of that tendency for control and avoidance. So either way, so I'm seeing avoidance in a whole new light that I've never seen it before. It's actually a form. I'm seeing it now. You can see for yourself if you relate to this, or it sparks even a little bit of a defensiveness or a trigger within you. Avoidance is actually a form of control. It's not being with what is. So we're going to hopefully, I think that my sense is that by looking at this, by bringing this to light, it's killing off the microparasites within our gut, which skew discernment and the large intestine's ability to let go. So if you're with what is, there's no control and there's no avoidance. So you're simply with what is. There is the breath. All right, I'm tapping this in here. Oh, I can already feel my gut moving. There's a nice little gurgle. So this is running as a 4. I'm going to link this to everyone's prefrontal cortex. Oof, there we go. There's another release. This is going to run as a CG. To think about it as your phone getting an upgrade. So each time there's a new upgrade, the phone goes over and does an upgrade. And so the same to you. It's healing upon healing upon healing exponentially over the next 3 or 4 days. So notice your stools, and they may be loose. You may notice you're going to the bathroom more often. Maybe you'll notice you're sweaty or you're a little bit stinky. Those are those toxins moving out of the body. So I thank you all for joining me. Such gratitude to my community. Thank you so much. I would love it. It would help me grow my audience if you would share this, like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed and you did find me, please subscribe to my channel. That is so supportive and I appreciate it greatly. If you'd like to work privately, you can reach me at www.mmarzuk.com. Thank you so much, and I will see you all next week.